Welcome. This is my 10th speech for the Ron Paul curriculum, and I have a live audience. I am going to be introducing myself. As you all know, my name is Lily Grace Shearhart. I was born in Little Rock, Arkansas, and I have lived here for 8 years. Before, we lived in Clarendon, Paris, and then we lived with my grandparents for a little bit. My dad got a job as a preacher at New Grace Baptist Church, so we've lived here ever since. Some of my hobbies are working out. I used to work out with my dad and his friend, but since COVID, I now work out at home. I try to work out at least 4 times a week, and I use a 10-pound dumbbell or anything else I can find in the house. With designing, I use an app called Homestyler. I've used it for about 2 years now. I like to create a floor plan, design it, and then I am able to take photos and post it on social media. Right now I'm in 9th grade, and my plan is that when I'm 16, I will take my GED and go to Alabama Coastal Community College for about 2 years to get my basics. And while I'm there, I would like to take CLEP and DSST exams so I can cut my college prices lower than normal so my parents won't have to pay a cent for college. After my 2 years, I would like to go to a college, an architectural college, and double my major for interior designer. If all goes as planned, I would like to get someone to show me the ropes for about 1 to 2 years and then go off on my own, hopefully have a small business by the time I'm 24. Why do I want to design? Since I was 6 years old, I have dreamed of becoming an architect and interior designer. I would always move the room around without Abby knowing, or whenever I would go into someone's house, I would imagine how I would design it. I have loved the styles that interior designing and architects are, and now that I'm 14, I do believe that becoming this is my calling. I've always wanted to create something and people look at it and go, wow, that's really cool. Or design a house that someone lives in and they say, now this is my home. This is where I want to live for the rest of my life. I remember when I was 10, I decided that I wanted to create a huge home, kind of like Grace's House of Hope, for those that are in need of a house for a little bit. I would like to provide food, water, and teaching on how to get a job and support yourself. My goal is to have enough money to be able to support my mom and dad in the future and to be able to support myself. Now, why do I believe this is my calling? I mean, I could do something like become a doctor or a lawyer. But I believe that becoming an architect and interior designer is something that I was meant to do. I want to become someone worth remembering, and I know that this is something I'm good at, so if I go forward with this, I could become someone that might change the way you look at modern architecture. I want to be able to inspire people with me finishing school at 16, going into college, and figuring out how to climb my way up the ladder and make myself someone worth remembering, and maybe even inspire some kids that would like to design or have a future that may take some time, but if you're dedicated and understanding how to make money and be successful, I would like to be someone that is a role model for that. So this concludes my speech. I really appreciate you guys listening. Y'all have a nice day. Thank you.
Are we supposed to clap?